Okay, so it says, which statement best describes the force required?
Be quiet.
Let me make this bigger.
Be quiet.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Chill. That's super disrespectful. Don't do that. I don't believe in that. Don't do that.
Did I miss something? What they did?
Whoever it was, yeah, don't do that. Don't do it. I said whoever said it, don't do that.
Do what?
Not you. You up front. You good, man. Okay, y'all, so it says, which statement best describes the forces required to move the box to the right? So we're trying to move the box this way, to the right. Both people are applying the same amount of force. So which statement best describes if we want to move the box to the right? Before you tell me the correct answer, tell me which answer is wrong. Okay, start with A. A says the forces must be balanced with the force from the left greater than the force from the right. What's wrong with this statement?
Because it says balance, and if it's moving, if it's unbalanced.
Right, so if it's balanced, it won't move. So since you guys know that balance means it's not moving, which other one is wrong?
D, no, B.
B, because B is talking about being balanced as well. It cannot move if it's balanced. So let's pick our right and wrong answer between C and D.
C is
Okay,
right.
Eric, tell me why it's right. We know it's supposed to be unbalanced, so we got that part. But what makes C right and D not right? You said the left greater than the right. And if we're trying to move the box to the right, who needs to have the greater force? The left. So the answer is C. Unbalanced, because we're trying to make it move, and the person on the left needs to apply more force because that's the direction we're trying to make it go to the right. So the answer is C as in K. All right, let's move to the next one. Okay, so this next one is a little lengthy, meaning it requires reading. So I'm gonna help you guys read this and start underlining, so when you take the test for real, you can do these same things on your paper, so you don't have to go back and read the passage all over again. So the statement says, government agencies consider the possibilities of earthquakes when they are developing regulations about new construction projects. So some regions in the United States are classified either of having a low likeliness of earthquakes, meaning they don't occur a lot, and then some areas have a high likeliness of earthquakes, which means it occurs when? If they have a high likeliness,
Most likely.
it means it occurs a lot. So this question says, which two statements? So if you automatically mark one, you're wrong. Which two statements should inform the development of the building regulations in regards to the earthquake? So basically, we're trying to figure out what the government agencies should do based off the earthquake area. I'm going to read question A, and we're going to decide if it's right or if it's wrong. A says the possibility of earthquakes should be considered by government agencies when writing business regulations only in the area of highest hazard. Is that true or false? Should we only focus on the area of the highest hazards only?
False.
Class? Should we? Should we only worry about the high areas of earthquake hazards?
No.
Right. We shouldn't just worry about only the highest point because it does happen in some of the other areas, just not as much. Okay, B says in the high hazard areas, the government should write building regulations that prevent construction of all new buildings. So because the area has a high hazard of earthquakes, is it fair for them not to be able to build any new building? So
So if you live somewhere where there was an earthquake area and you wanted to build a building and they said, no, we can't let you build any buildings here because there are earthquakes, is that fair to you? No, it's not. So no, we shouldn't, all construction, somebody should be able to build. It shouldn't say, okay, just because we have a lot of earthquakes here, no buildings allowed. And just because we don't have that many over here, you can build as many. That's not how it works. Okay, C says in low hazard areas, the government agency should not consider earthquakes because they never happened there. Again, even though it's a low hazard area, does that mean the earthquake does not occur at all? If it's low. It didn't say no earthquake area, it said low. So does it mean earthquakes still happen there?
Yes.
So should we not consider the low areas for earthquakes, or we should?
We should.
We should, right, because it still can happen. So our correct two answers are D and E. The reason D is right because it says in the low hazard areas, the building should always include the possibility. Because there's always a possibility. If it happened once, it'll happen again. And then E says the building regulations should be the strictest in the areas of the highest hazard and maybe low in the low hazards. That should be fair, right? That should be more strict just to make sure, because if I say I build me a $10 million building and in the middle of a high hazard earthquake place and they don't tell me it's a high area and then my building falls, I can sue them because they should have had regulations in place to say, well, you know, you may not want to build this building right here because, you know, but the fact that they didn't tell me that my building falls, I can sue. So D and E are the correct two answers. Again, I know that was a little lengthy, but if you find keywords in the paragraph, then you can weed out the correct answer. Okay, so again, this is supposed to be a little short class. We're just supposed to watch a video, write a couple of notes on the new lesson that we're starting. Last block didn't get to do that so much. They got an assignment, so this is up to y'all. Let's recite the today I will, and then we'll get into the video. Hold up, y'all. I don't know what I done done. Why is it not moving? Huh? Every 2 weeks. Wait a minute. Let me see what you asked. But that's the thing, like, why don't they just have, because we don't ever feel them. We don't celebrate them, so we go in. But I think it's on Thursday, we got that Friday. So, that means we go from Thursday, I think Thursday. You need to put that on.
26.
The 26th was on
That was Monday.
on a Wednesday.
26.
Oh no, my bad. I'm looking at February. Sorry. On a Sunday. The 26th was a Sunday.
So the 27th.
The 27th is that Monday. The 27th through the 31st. Okay. Okay, y'all. So let's recite the today I will. Today I will, class. Plate tectonics. Y'all may don't know how to say that. Wait a minute. Plate tectonics. Drifting. Continents. Y'all know what the continents are, right? Okay. So I can
understand how the earth was formed through the continents
drifting apart, and I know I have it when.
Okay, orally in the writing explain how the drifting continents and plates. What's the
Tectonics started and passed the system by 80%. Okay, again, you guys should already have the worksheet, passed out for your notes. Title it, plate tectonics. And I'm only requiring 4 to 5 notes on this paper. 4 to 5 notes, you get class participation. That's how we roll. Y'all don't want the homework like the other third block got and no other block got? Talk. But again, they no other class had an exit ticket except third block, and no other class had homework or a worksheet except for third block. I'm gonna start doing stuff like that. I'm not gonna penalize every last one of my classes for other classes' actions. Okay? So yeah, so here we go. Let's get into the video. We actually have 2 videos.
Thanks for stopping by. Today we're
No, my bad. Y'all already know it be choppy right there, so we're gonna switch it over to here. Can you connect that for me, Mr. I always pronounce your name wrong, so I'm not gonna even try. Call him Mr. W, that's what I'm calling. Can you connect that for me? Press on my name. Press on my name, and then hit share down at the bottom. Now, is it gonna share is the answer. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it.
You did that earlier.
Right. I disconnected. I'm gonna try one more time, and if it don't do this time, we just gonna have to be over here, and it's just gonna be choppy. And again, I apologize. Yeah, see, I don't know what's going on with that. So, all right, we're gonna watch it over.
170 million years
Okay, there we go.
its formation and subsequent separation.
All right, let me start it over.
Thanks for stopping by. Today we're talking about plate tectonics. The Earth's crust is made up of plates that move across the Earth's surface.
Yeah.
The continents sit on these plates and move around.
What you need me to do, Kingston? Why? This is just a short video. You may want to write the notes from the next one.
We write it on this one.
It's you can write notes from this video and the next one. I'm just saying this one is short, but you may catch keywords in this one, like the 3 different types of boundaries.
This remind me of Avenue.
Right. So did you guys know, or did I already ask this question?
What?
About
Grandma?
did you guys ever think or look at the earth and say, those pieces look like they may used to fit together? Like you look at this continent, it look like it may fit in with this one. That's what the plate tectonics is all about. The continents drifting apart. Because at one point in time, it was one big supercontinent called Pangea. Everything was together. So there was no water separating or anything. So that's what we're talking about now. And we're learning about how the continents slowly drift apart 13 centimeters per year. And that's how they've gotten to their current location. So they're currently still moving. But of course, we can't feel any movements as we're just, standing still because it moves very slow.
Stopping by. Today we're talking about plate tectonics. The Earth's crust is made up of plates that move across the Earth's surface. The continents sit on these plates and move around with them. You may be familiar with the supercontinent Pangea that formed about 270.
Pangea, the supercontinent. So you see over there, all of the land mass was together 200 million years ago, 270 million years ago, called Pangea. We actually knew that, and that was not shocking to me, but I was happy that he knew that. That means he retained something from somewhere else, whether he retained it from social studies, geography, another grade. I was just happy that he knew that answer.
You don't learn nothing.
Huh?
A million years ago. Its formation and subsequent separation were the result of plate tectonics. So what is causing these plates to move? The main driver of plate movement is convection. Convection is the heating.
What's convection?
Is the heating?
Right, but which heating? Y'all remember the what was the 3? Radiation. Go on and say that one. And then It start with a C. It reminds you, conduction. There you go. See, I'm proud of y'all.
Let me get some.
Cooling of the mantle.
Coin.
The hot metal rises
What I got?
causing it to sink back down to be reheated. And this cycle is repeated and moves the plates. Anywhere two plates meet is called a plate boundary. There are three main types: convergent boundaries.
Okay,
divergent
three different
boundaries,
types of plate boundaries.
But take the
Convergent, divergent, and
transform boundaries.
transform. So we have convergent boundaries, divergent boundaries, and transform boundaries. What are the three boundaries, Cortavius? What's the three boundaries, Cortavius and Alejandro?
He was just sitting in there.
Sitting in front of the screen. Don't
Yeah, close those laptops. Y'all literally right there and not doing what I need you to do.
What are you saying?
How you can't see and you sitting right there?
You legally blind, but what was you doing this weekend?
I know what legally blind mean and that ain't it, but okay.
I'll talk about each of these briefly.
Right.
So, convergent boundaries are when two plates come together in a head-on collision.
Okay, so convergent boundaries is when two plates do what?
You want some candy, Miss Ma'am?
Go in.
They come together, they collide like a car accident. Head-on collision. So convergent is a head-on collision. I want pink.
Between oceanic plate and continental plate. When this happens, one plate will be
What you need there?
subducted beneath the other plate. So it'll be pulled.
And so a plate will go beneath the other, like sub plates.
The mantle will melt down. And this melting can cause a volcano to form on the continental. At divergent boundaries, two plates are moving in opposite directions.
Write a couple more
As
things
convection
and then
currents
use the
drive these
bathroom.
plates
Why you always
apart,
gotta use the
magma
bathroom to
rises
come
up
in
from the
here?
mantle to form a new crust and a ridge or depression between the plates.
Wait a minute, cause it ain't even showing y'all the video, but it's showing me. Y'all screen is white.
Rises up from the mantle to form a new crust and a ridge or depression between the plates.
It's not showing it.
And finally, in transform
When
boundaries,
Derek
two
goes to the
plates
bathroom.
two can be beneath the other plate. So it'll be pulled into the mantle and melted down. They're in a head-on collision, usually between oceanic plate and continental plate.
Okay.
When this happens, one plate will be subducted beneath the other plate. So it'll be pulled into the mantle and melted down. And this melting can cause a volcano to form on the continental plate. At divergent boundaries, two plates are moving in opposite directions. As convection currents drive these plates apart, magma rises up from the mantle.
Divergent boundaries do what?
Jack them apart.
Right, go
Wait, hold on, let me
apart.
write this down.
Divert means to,
Go
we
apart.
going apart.
Like this relationship.
Right. We finna divert up out of this relationship.
To form a new crust and a ridge or depression between the plates. And finally, in transform boundaries, two plates slide past one another. This sliding motion results in built-up tension.
Okay, so transform, the plates slide up against each other. So what you think happens in this type of boundary? If the plates are sliding up against each other, what you think is gonna happen eventually?
Kabam.
If they're just touching each other,
Kabam.
not a bomb,
I
but
said kabam.
Mentioned that when released,
no, not combined, cause an
the
earthquake.
San Andreas Fault is a well-known
It's gonna
transform.
cause an earthquake.
So remember, convection currents in the upper mantle cause plates to move, which results in the three boundary
Right.
types that we discussed.
Yeah, we are.
And all this is happening along the Earth's plates
Yeah.
simultaneously and moves the continents about 1 inch per year.
I told y'all
If you
them
found
ships
this video
say
helpful,
May
please give it a
2025.
like and be sure to subscribe to my channel. Do you have any further questions?
I'm telling him next time I go get open that new box with them hot chips.
Yeah, y'all need to go do that now. Tell them Miss Mayo wants some new chips. All right. So plate tectonics. What is really going on with this? This screen, y'all. I don't know what to do. This is not showing.
Is it mirroring?
Let me make sure. No, it's on duplicate. That's what I'm saying, like
You said you couldn't vote.
Okay, I'm going to disconnect and I'm gonna switch it over here since there's no audio on this part right now. Okay, y'all, so again, plate tonics, gonna go into this screen right here because it's messing up. We're going to this screen right here. Okay, so plate tectonics is basically the theory that the Earth's crust is divided into gigantic pieces that slowly move over the mantle. So, the Earth was just one big old supercontinent called Pangea. Pangea in Greek means all lands. And they slowly started dividing into gigantic pieces, and then that also made the continents start drifting apart, and that caused the continental drift. And that's the theory that the Earth's continents have moved and drifted over time to where they are currently located. So at one point in time, before it was even the 7 continents, it was giant land pieces. So like Europe wasn't called Europe at the time.
Oh, no,
No, the entire Earth was called Pangea. Europe was called Eurasia or something like that. And then once it split, think about it, Europe, Asia. So what 2 countries you think that is?
Europe and Asia.
Europe and Asia, right. Okay, Alfred Wegener is the German geologist, the German geophysics that proposed that the continents were moving away. Because in 1910, he had noticed that the west side of Africa the west side of America, South America met up with the east side of Africa. So it's like, it looked like they used to be together. So that's what made him start doing research on the large land masses and the continents drifting apart. And it turned out to be true. Alright, Cortavis, the seafloor spreading is the new oceanic crust in which 2 plates under the ocean splits, and then magma comes from beneath and explodes out. What type of rock will form from that?
Igneous.
Igneous. Look at you. Good. All right, now we're back onto what we've learned about in that video. Divergent boundaries is when the boundaries are doing what? What are they doing?
They're going apart, like
Going apart. Don't do that.
Good old day.
Okay, so yes, divergent was the location when the plates are moving away from each other. So what is convergent? Convergent is what?
Going up and down.
Or sliding under each other. So convergent is the areas where 2 or more plates, they collide, meaning they collide like a car, but then one plate ends up sliding under the other. We have oceanic, continental, and oceanic. Oceanic, you think occurs in where?
Oceanic?
Oceanic boundary occurs where? Oceanic. It occurs in the ocean. And then the continental one occurs where? On the continent.
Okay.
Right, no overtime. Okay, so again, I told you guys to imagine all the continents put together as Pangea. Now we're going to watch the other video that I said to get the rest of your notes, and that's going to conclude class. But if y'all get loud, a worksheet will be handed out, and that will conclude class. So y'all decide how y'all want class to conclude. Watching the video, taking notes, or with a worksheet where you got to pull out the book and find the answers.
Oh, and then, you said you're going to buy some tomorrow too.
Okay. So, all right. So here we go.
This February at Renewal by Anderson, replace your windows, your patio doors.
I hope it doesn't skip too much right here, but
Nigga, what is this? where we go?
They went to the Parthenon,
In this video,
Where we
I'm going
going?
to tell you about something called plate tectonics.
the
It
28th
sounds
we go.
complicated and super
Girl, you asking me
sciencey,
questions while
but
this
it's
video playing. On the 28th we go to T-Pack.
For real?
Yeah, we go on a field trip on the 28th.
What is that?
Who, do we care or is we out of school?
I'm just asking, what is that?
T-Pack, so it's like a play thing. It's like they put on shows at T-Pack.
It's been around for a long
It's been around, like, I was going, when I was little in school, we used to go see T-Pack stuff, so. Right, I'm 43, so T-Pack been around. It's the Tennessee,
Performing Arts Center.
yeah, the Tennessee Performing Arts Center, so they gonna put on like some kind of play. Like, when I went with my daughter and my son, they were in pre-K, they went to see Finding Dory. So they did like a live, it was a live Finding Dory. It was real neat. So, of course, y'all won't be seeing Finding Dory. Y'all will see something more your age appropriate. But I don't care if we go see Finding Dory, I'm not here. Now, y'all gonna learn.
It's actually pretty simple, but you know what it is.
All right, back to the video.
Stop
Cut
what
this
you're
light off
doing.
right here.
Sit totally still. Can you feel the earth moving under your feet? No, you probably can't. But guess what? The earth is always moving beneath us. It moves, shifts really, really slowly. Of course, as you know, every once in a while, there's an earthquake somewhere. And when that happens, you actually can feel the earth moving. If you've never been in an earthquake, take a minute to think about what that might feel like. Earthquakes occur when the earth beneath our feet moves or shifts a lot. Really quickly. All of a sudden. But
See? No, because they ain't gonna even be able to understand the dang on video. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna try it over here one more time. Keep your voices down. You're gonna try it one more time over here on the other side.
I'm going to tell you about something called plate tectonics. It sounds complicated and super sciencey, but it's actually pretty simple once you know what it is. But first, stop what you're doing. Sit totally still. Can you feel the earth moving under your feet? No, you probably can't. But guess what? The earth is always moving beneath us. It moves and shifts really, really
It's
slowly.
freezing.
Of course, as you know, every once in a while, there's an earthquake somewhere. And when that happens, you actually can feel the earth moving. If you've never been in an earthquake, take a minute to think about what that might feel like. Earthquakes occur when the earth beneath our feet moves or shifts a lot, really quickly and all of a sudden. But earthquakes like that, the dangerous ones that we can feel.
Look at this earthquake, y'all.
Most of the time, the land all over the world, the land that we walk on, is moving very slowly. So slowly that nobody on land can
When she
feel
hit
it.
them Diddy
It
parties.
moves between 1 and 6 inches per year and takes millions of years to notice it. The slow movement is caused by plate tectonics. So what are the plates and what are the tectonics?
What are the plates and what are the
The word
tectonics? Let's
is
see.
actually from the ancient Greek word meaning pertaining to building. So when we talk about plate tectonics, we are literally talking about the way the earth was built. As you might have already learned, the earth is made up of several layers that go all the way down to its core. The top layer of the earth that actually moves is called the lithosphere.
Lithosphere is the actual part of the earth that
crust
moves.
and part of the upper mantle.
See, remember I told y'all about the oceanic crust and the continental crust? All of those are a part of the crust and the top layer of the mantle.
And it moves in big pieces of land called tectonic plates. They move because below them is a layer called the asthenosphere. The asthenosphere layer is basically liquid-like molten rock that moves around
Liquid molten rock.
deep below the Earth's surface and is all squishy like lava. The rock is molten or in liquid form. because the center of the Earth itself is really, really hot and radiates that heat upwards. So the tectonic plates we just described are sitting on top of that molten rock in the asthenosphere. That's what causes them to move and shift. Think of it as if the plates were giant ice cubes floating in a huge glass of water. These plates that sit closer to the surface are in fact huge, some of them covering entire continents. And they're made up of major plates.
See, look, remember when I told y'all the different plates? See, before Europe became Europe and then Asia by itself, it was Eurasian plate. It was the Eurasian plate, the Philippine plate, the Indian plate, the Arabian plate, Australian plate, Pacific plate, African plate, South African plate, the Caribbean plate, and then the North American plate. And those are just little small other plates that are now South America now.
Minor plates. Check out this map. Here, you can see all the plates on Earth. As you can see, there are 7 major plates and 10 minor ones. The first thing you may notice is that the major plates are kind of aligned with the continents. That's not a coincidence. The continents on Earth were actually formed due to the movement of these plates over millions and millions of years. Think of the Earth as a giant jigsaw puzzle, made up of pieces that are basically parts of these major plates. But these plates are just a little bit bigger than your average jigsaw puzzle piece. A puzzle piece might be a ½ inch thick. Well, these plates go down an amazing 62 miles into the Earth.
Oh, wow. Then that's something
If
to
you had a
know.
car that could
So the
drive
plates
down
go
the
down
Earth,
62 miles into Earth. Wow. So basically, if you were driving a car at 60 miles per hour, it would take you 1 hour to get there. Oh, wow.
at high speeds to get to the bottom of a typical plate. And there's not just one kind of plate either. Plates are divided into two kinds, oceanic and continental. Oceanic plates are made from crust called sima that exists below.
Okay, the oceanic plates are made from SEMA, S-I-M-A. And that's short for something. And I'm gonna tell you, and then we're gonna see if you can guess what the other one is automatically. So the oceanic crust is pronounced SEMA, and then let's see what SEMA stands for.
Oceanic plates are made from crust called sima that exists below the oceans. Sima gets its name because it's made from silicon and magnesium.
Silicon and magnesium. That's where Selma from the oceanic crust gets its name. Silicon and magnesium. So if you take that word, you can remember the two bigger words. Silicon and magnesium.
Continental plates exist mainly below land, and they're made up of silicon and aluminum.
Okay, the continental plates are made up of silicon and aluminum, or called SIAL, S-I-A-L. Basically, they're taking the first two letters of both words and putting them together. So one is called, I'm gonna go back.
Oceanic and continental. Oceanic plates are made from crust called sima that exists below the oceans. Sima gets its name because it's made from silicon and magnesium. Continental plates exist mainly below land, and they're made up of silicon and aluminum, and are therefore known as Cl. Tectonic plates move mostly at the places where they meet, at the boundary of two plates, and there are different kinds of boundaries: convergent,
All right, convergent.
divergent, and transform. Let's explain.
Wait a minute, y'all didn't see it.
Kinds of boundaries: convergent,
You got convergent,
divergent,
divergent, and transform.
Let's explain. Imagine you have two big textbooks. You're holding one, and your friend is holding the other. Now let's pretend those textbooks are the plates under the earth. If you and your friend push those textbooks up against each other really hard, one book might be forced under the other. That's a convergent.
That's a
boundary.
convergent when
So,
one
in the
plate
case
is
of
forced
the
under
plate
the other.
Earth, when you have a convergent boundary, one plate slides under the other. in a process called subduction.
Subduction means to go under. Sub means down. So subduction, the plates go under one another.
It forms mountains and volcanoes over a long period of time. Earthquakes can also happen where these two landmasses meet. Examples of convergent
Look at Mount
mountains are
Everest.
Mount Everest and the Mariana Trench, which is deep in the ocean. Now, imagine those two textbooks again, but instead of pushing them together, you and your friend pull them away from each other. That's what happens when you have divergent boundaries. The area of land where this occurs is called a rift. And in those places, you might find giant rift valleys. Examples include the East African Rift Valley,
Y'all don't have an
the
internet, so
Galapagos
y'all
Mountains,
can
and the
stand your laptops up so the person can take it.
Back to
Mr.
textbooks.
Miller.
This time, imagine you and your friends took those textbooks against each other and rubbed them together up and down the surrounding line.
Miss Daniels, give me your computer.
Do we have anything computer executive?
Y'all was good today. Heidi is taking Mueller.
Derek is taking.
Derek. I already told Mackenzie.
Mr. Blair.
Dan.
I mean, Daniel.
Daniel. Anybody go to Mr. Blair? Give him the Kingston. Anybody else go to home? Go on and take yours. I don't know where yours go. Mackenzie, come get this one for Curtis. Who's else goes to Curtis? Where yours go? Come on, Heidi. Heidi. Mueller. Turk honors. Get honors for Turk. Again, y'all were good, so y'all gonna be on the worksheet. Y'all good. Take your notes home. Cause we will need them for tomorrow when we get further into the lesson. Take your notes home. Cause we will talk about them tomorrow. Unplug that for me, huh? It's okay, you can bring it. I always give y'all credit for the homework. I'm not one of those teachers that like, oh, you can't never turn it in. I ain't saying what you do. Turn it in. Right, yeah, like, no. Everybody got their computers, where they need to be. Alright, straighten off your desk and you can. Pick any pencils up in your area. Turn any desks around that are turned around.
Hey, Jim.
Right, but they just fit in the class. They'll be sitting in 8th grade and they'll be looking at me like, and I'm like, okay, well, all the chairs I look, so y'all must not agree to that. No, you can unplug that for me. What are you doing? Listening to me yet? Take your notes with you because you're going to need them for tomorrow. Alejandro. Get your bag. If you need any homework that you haven't turned in for the month, outrage. I don't want to. I'm gonna do it when y'all leave. That little homework is not hurting you.
Take the hood off.
That's not hurting you. They only work for 50%. You talking so I can't hear you.
I told you to say. I told you to say.
Put your chairs up.
And make sure the floor is clean around you. Check the floor real quick. Make sure there's no pencils.
You better get them, Harold.
The proof is in your bio.
Hey, I get the paper.
Get down.
You have to leave, see that? That's not how you say
What you asked? No. I mean, I haven't seen all that. I was supposed to have me and her have meetings, and I don't know who knows these is. You started so
Hands right here. I'm not gonna let you go. Look, my hands behind my back.
I just rested up. We didn't go skating or anything this weekend, but.
Please remember life offers us a second chance, and it's called Tomorrow.
Unplug that for me.
Teachers and scholars, please prepare for afternoon announcements and dismissal. Make sure overhead projectors are turned off, windows are closed. Rooms are completely clean, chairs on top of their desks and tables, and scholars are quietly listening to the announcements when I return in 5 minutes. Please make sure that we remember that everybody will come out with your grade level. Teachers are supposed to bring their coats and come outside with the scholars, not send them outside, but come out with them. 8th grade, you've been doing an amazing job. Please keep up the good work. Although you have not had extra adults upstairs, you have been doing what you're supposed to do, so keep up the good work.
Hey, y'all make sure the floor is
They
clean
giving
by
y'all
you.
a shout out. 8th graders.
Please make sure that all chairs are on top of the table. Please, this helps assist our custodial staff, teachers, so please make sure this is done. Please make sure all of your lights and other lights, decoration lights, whatever you have, are turned off, to make sure all laptops are plugged in Scholars, please remember that school is February the 15th. so that you can get to the blood doctor and let me know what your blood route is once you are routed.
You gonna kill me.
No, I did not. Don't go back.
Some instances I feel, some instances like that. You know, of course, that's a lie that you like.
But you hear when I say something. That's why you ain't getting
I need the following callers who ride with Catholic Charities to report to the front office. SK, Shabazza,
You can say all of them.
G. Darius, B. Ali to go to the front office so that you can ride with Catholic Charities. We want to give a shout out to Mason, 2024-2025, 215 city champion, alumni, Kevin, 4th off season, Zay, 6th place off season, Jose, 5th place off season, Zay, 6th off season wrestling, Caesar, 4th alumni, Kingston, alumni, Bryson, alumni. This is from Cole. Boys soccer will start on Monday, February 10th. Boys soccer will start on Monday, February 10th. At the time, 6th grade, you are dismissed. Catholic Charities to the front office. Catholic Charities to the front office. 6th grade, you're dismissed.
Hey, leave that window alone, man. Please.
Security guard. The security guard ain't around that 100. Yes, she will. No, she won't. Go back at it. Go back. Khalid. Ain't you supposed to be ready now? Let's try. Where your security at? Go back. My security guard. Did you just try to come so serious? I know. I'm trying to be my mom to the accident. I bet you the second time. So I'll get it. Love it.
Real quick. Seventh grade, you're
dismissed at this time. Please remember to walk out with your teacher.
That just feel like ass every
First of all, you can't hear me saying go that way.
Understand yet?
Go back out with open the door. No, you can't. You can't. Motherfucking go rip my hood in this shit.
Eighth grade, you're dismissed at this time. Teachers, eighth grade, you're dismissed at this time. Don't be
Wait for me.
I'm coming. Late bus to Colorado Duty. Have a great day.
Line up. Wait. Wait. Who trying to fight somebody?
Who's Gregory and tomorrow?
Line up. Come on. Up. Line up. Stay right there. Line up. Stay right here. We lined up. Come on, y'all. You last?
It's my car.
Nope, you in my class. All right. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Y'all are too loud and too rowdy. Y'all better stop. What was going on?
Tamari that's not a regular, so
Well, I be telling y'all girls, y'all gotta keep y'all hands to yourselves. Like it's different when somebody put their hands on you. But I'm saying you can't just think it's okay to put your hands on a boy and they just supposed to be okay with it. No. I'm not for boys hitting girls, but I'm not for girls hitting boys either. Like you go both ways. I have sons and daughters, so I'm not gonna be telling my girls it's okay for you to hit a boy, but then telling my boys no. It's not no kind of way.
Mr. Blackberry catch him, but he was running.
So when he got tomorrow, is she crying? Is she okay? You know, that's my daughter's sister, not Journey, but my 5th grader, her sister, and Tamara's sister. Y'all need to stop. Get on up out of here. Let's go. We fight. This how it turns into real fight.
He's trying to go back.
Who was trying to fight somebody? In the 6th grade. Who? Trying to fight who? Girl, you're right. Oh, Mackenzie. Mackenzie, come here. And what you was talking about the 6th graders?
Oh, they said, Jeremiah's sister said it's gonna be, they was in a fight.
And who is Jeremiah's sister?
The girl that got the fight with the lip.
Because Journey said somebody was trying to. Who's trying to fight you?
Oh,
well. Yeah, well. Well, girl, I'm blind.
You finna fight? You finna fight? No,
she ain't fight nobody. No, she ain't finna fight nobody.
Come on, bitch, we gotta
Yeah, it's okay, fine.
How you get done it over with? Done it over with. She's coming right now. She ran off somewhere. Go ahead, young man.
So I did, I finished up my lesson. Yeah, so I finished up my lesson. But they wasn't deep. They was you'll have to get I'm still, my friends is completely free. So like, this is for the like, I pay, like, it wasn't required. I was like, but as soon as I got home with the with the hair down, and it was like, that's all I was thinking, like, what's that? It don't matter, I remember it because I was thinking, I was like, the virtual thing, I was like, these go to the church, so I picked them, and I picked like 5. Oh, wait a minute. That's why I tell you, so I picked 5 of them, like, because if you spend, it's not $200, you get your, I guess, half off the glasses, but it's only half off that $60 price. I was thinking it was gonna give me like half of everything. So it didn't matter, I still wanted it, so I did that. Then I went to Etsy and ordered 13 for $40. Okay, style and them folk style. I'm gonna be blind. Look at the Oh.
That day,
my computer was messing up. By the time when I tried to do the bell ring, it wouldn't pop up. So I had to like switch it from the corrected board to the predictable by that time.
I don't want to say it's not his fault, but there's not much push to go.
But you know what?
thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Like why we didn't have the different sub departments like. And I that girl trying to fight her. She said that girl was trying to fight her. That's Alexis, right? That's the real sister. The real is a boy that used to like her, but that's the truth. So don't fight her. I'm gonna tell her. Hey, mama.
Oh, what's good? Girl. Class was you in where you didn't get pizza? So Miss Tuna, you know? The Miss Gang. Got only Miss Gang in me. Well, I may give you my last slice. And then she was like, no, see if she got some cheese left. She has some cheese left on her room. See if she got some. I do got 3, that's the point. I had 2. And she was like, go on and get the rest of it. And I was like, okay. So I had to grab the last one.
She trying to fight Jordan, Didi.
Actually, I ain't even ate my piece yet. I only took a bite of one.
She trying to fight Jordan, Didi, Laura. She was trying to fight Kiana. She trying to fight Jordan, get all her 8th grade friends. I can get all my 8th grade friends. Like, what?
Can you see a second one? Second? Can you see a second?
We'll be out in it. Okay, Johnny, scoot that card in here. See that? I know what that was, child. Bring the cards.
Well, the one y'all remember anyways, I couldn't give it to her. The picture was more. When I tell you, I almost fell asleep.
Well, so don't touch it and they ain't get none either. So they better not get the big.
You just said I can get some.
I said you can get one. I'm talking about your siblings. Okay.
Don't tell nobody. But that girl Janika was hot this morning.
Oh, somebody told me, and I heard that because when somebody walked in my classroom, they was like, "It smelled like weed in here," and I'm looking at them like,
short hair. Yeah, it was
and they said somebody was like, "Janika, you gonna be in trouble," and I was like, "What y'all talking about?"
I was laughing at her. She was speaking gibberish. She didn't know what was going on. Oh my gosh, I'm standing on you.
Mama.
Your mic was on mute.
Outfit of the day, check your girl out. All right, girl, come on. Could have stayed at home with the rest. Yeah. And don't, but literally all my classes was 18 students, 19 students. Like that's literally what classroom's supposed to be. Just to keep it real. Yeah, not 35. Yeah, right. Yeah, come on, Journey. See you tomorrow. Right. Okay. Y'all have a good day. Well, good evening. All right, y'all, the day has ended. MomBossMayo, the 8th grade science teacher, is even for the day. We out of this piece. Hit the like button. It's free. Later. I don't know, Journey.
Did Port Wine have on the suit?